Another day, another dollar. I think you can probably tell when I start and end these recording sessions, aside from the fact that I explicitly state it. I think my varying levels of energy probably have something to do with it too. I didn't realize you were a bomb. Or don't I? Would it be a good or a bad thing to have that bomb skip some stuff? I don't know. It means fewer opportunities to correct it if anything goes wrong, but at the same time it means less time for things to go wrong. And there's that bomb. Hey, finally someone actually asked me to pound stuff. For some reason I feel like that just doesn't happen anymore. It's not like my playthrough are flawless at it. So I don't know why they haven't mastered it yet. And yet they never asked me to do it. Not that I have a lot of dishes asking for it. I still have some. Okay. I guess we got a nice sketch worked out for us today. You know, are we on the table here or are we on the ground? Because I don't feel like because the floor here doesn't look like a floor really, it looks like the counters. I still love how he sounds angry when he says that. My only objection to this one is how slow it is. I'm getting impatient. I'm hitting these all still a little early. There we go. I still don't understand the logic of that versus any other method of frying. Why does this game have so many creative methods of frying? Like, I have my doubts that in real life anyone usually skips anything over the grease like in this game. I did not hear a thing, Spongebob. You're hallucinating. Yeah, I actually managed to slice all the bread properly on the first try on a sitting. Usually, I feel like it takes me some time to warm up in this game. I don't play for a week and I just jump right back into it. Which is a little jarring, actually. I just pretend that everything's fine, and then it turns out to be fine. It's not like there's anything you can do to really ease yourself into this game. I'm so concerned by how white these are. I'm still not even sure what I'm supposed to be doing to do this properly. I've just somehow figured out how to do it correctly. Spongebob, you're still holding one, you're not done. But why is it solid white with blue bits on it? Usually anything edible doesn't look like that. Of course, some would object to considering some of the things you make your food anyways, so I guess that's not that big of a deal. You should be getting good at the slingshot by now. You've been doing this for a while, I think. I really do wonder if you could just master all the abilities in this game. And then, assuming that you can play the game indefinitely, which you probably can, there's probably a post-game or something. But I wonder if you can actually just master everything, and then everybody will.
Good try. Here, I'll help.
You did the whole thing yourself, but I'm gonna do it for you again afterwards. You put that kelp back together. Ah! And I will ruin it.
Squidward, I'll be right there. Let a pro show you how it's done.
I completely forgot what I was even saying. I distracted myself with that kelp. But I do wonder, I think I mentioned this before anyways, but I do wonder if you could fully automate this game if you fully mastered everything. Not that I would have any interest in ever doing so. Not only will that take forever, but also some of the mini games on this I can't even do myself. I guess, strictly speaking, I'm capable of doing so by cheating, in at least some cases.
Another one down.
But,
Those orders just keep coming.
not really. Dude, there's one.
Ah, another satisfied customer.
Why is I guess we're not really flicking anything. I don't know why I really initially assumed this was a flicking motion. Because anytime that if you've skipped stones on a lake before or anything like that, you know, you don't just gently lob it at the water. You gotta flick your wrist and whatnot.
My workers are in trouble. You almost had it. but
So I guess it was my real life experience tainting this game for me. What? I disagreed.
I'm satisfied.
I'm not.
Good try. Here, I'll help.
You didn't try at all. It would be kind of amusing to just watch this game play itself. At that point you just have infinite money, and you'd have absolutely nothing to spend it on considering how much you'd have to play the game to master everything. You'd have already bought everything by then
Give it
anyways.
back.
But you could presumably just let the game play on autopilot entirely. Unless
Nicely done.
mastered skills don't actually equate to 100% success rates. Even then, it'd probably be high enough that you could probably just let the whole game do everything on its own. Well, I don't know what happens if you just ignore a plankton that needs help indefinitely. Oh, barely.
The grill needs my help.
I suspect that it
Done.
may. I doubt the dish actually progresses if you never help plankton that needs help. I don't know if it would just get stuck forever, or if eventually the dish would just die, or what. I think it would just slowly lose quality until it got ruined, if I had to guess.
Done and done.
That's the last of them.
Uh-oh, Patrick's busy.
Just did that.
Try. Here, I'll help.
Only barely, even though I thought it was actually a good run. It is difficult to click that fast.
Moving on.
Listen to those sizzles. I like how the plankton get pulled down too with the food. Oh, look at the follow through on that cheese grating animation.
Out you go.
You're falling behind, man. There you go.
Another one down.
Wonderful.
Moving.
Do we have multiple dog sorts of things without me realizing it? I didn't realize both of our burgers were dogs. Or something similar.
A new Krusty Krab special recipe. I think Mr. Krabs is gonna love this look.
Dare I try to do another shift today? I'm gonna go overtime if I do, but we're... Wow. We actually finished this thing! That is ridiculous. So no experience, put some other stuff up, well whatever. That's not really an upside for me. I still don't know what that last stat is. I'll take the one that is purely upsides. Doesn't that seem like kind of an objectively better choice to you? Something that has literally no downsides? I'm gonna go over time because of me checking out this. Jeez. I've already looked at these out. Arrange. Stir. Just me looking at these new recipes. Kebabs. Stack, no. Lots of slice. And sort, no. I wish some of these would stop saying they're new, because they're not. Whisk, no. Nothing I want. I'm very opinionated about what things I will and will not play on this. And alright, I'll probably make up for this in a later episode by making it a short episode. Be warned. I hate the grill. No grilling.
Hang on, Patrick.
We're serving these babies raw.
Let my spatula guide you.
It's legal in some jurisdictions, at least. Bikini Bottom might be one of them.
Oh boy!
If it's not, we're gonna make it one.
Here's more coming at you, Gary.
What was that notification for in the corner? There was nothing that needed my attention.
Ah, another satisfied customer. I hear my workers calling for me.
I don't. SpongeBob,
Good try.
how do you hear things that don't exist? SpongeBob does make a lot of reference to hearing things the player cannot hear. I guess the player just sees things instead of hearing them, in the form of red flashing lights.
Now this is how you do it.
It still bugs me that it's a pot that you click on, but it's actually a pan that you're interacting with. Makes me think that it always makes me think that it's some kind of stirring. Can I not get rid of the stacking game?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Alert! Patrick leads me. Let me help you out.
More chopping.
Yeehaw!
Sometimes I do that one pretty well, other times I wonder to myself how I could have ever actually succeeded in that particular
I'll be right there.
task. Oh man, I almost got a
Help is on the way.
group bonus there. Not that I have any actual reason to care, but it's a slight amount of variety, I guess. Ah, darn it, Gary! I was gonna combine those. Not that I have actual reason to do that either, I guess, in reality. Look at these. Right next to each other. Wasteful. It is annoying how much... I think it wouldn't be as bad if the animation for Gary moving things wasn't so slow. Because that's a long amount of time, like almost a second, that you just can't click on things. The game's just taunting you, looking at things that you wish you could interact with but can't.
Let me help you out.
I completely forgot, basically.
Woo, that was a close one.
Sometimes I just lose track somehow.
Customer.
This one I can cut.
Let me see that.
How does a plankton even hold this big saw anyways?
2 thumbs up. Way up.
How do they not notice that animation being wrong? It still bugs me. And the animations are like half the game. This game's basically some mini games and then watching animations play. And a lot of SpongeBob dialogue, which I appreciate.
Moving on.
Bam! Those are some very loud condiments.
Done and done. And done. I got it, little guy.
Actually, this is a very loud kitchen in general, but I guess that's not really out of the ordinary. Especially if you have fryers and whatnot. Although weirdly, I don't hear anything frying right now. All I hear is me hitting things with a slingshot. You know, what am I firing at these?
Got someone.
I can't make out what those projectiles are. But I am curious.
Now
I will come scooter, but hold on.
Let a pro show you how it's done.
You know, I'm realizing these planktons are like the exact same size and shape as these bits of kelp. You could totally just roll a plankton in, all the spreading too. Just batter up a plankton.
There you go.
Wasn't it one episode that all people disliked where it was actually acknowledged that whales eat plankton? So plankton got real freaked out by krill or something. That was after I stopped watching, I think. This is evil, game. I'm just gonna have to wait for this thing to move now.
Let's help Patrick. I'll show you how.
I click so fast on here, I tend to actually have a hard time keeping the rhythm.
Get back to my station. Let me see that.
How have I not mastered roasting yet? Or flipping, actually. Flipping especially. I've been doing that for a very, very long time. And very, very well.
Cooking.
And again, I'm not entirely sure if my own performance is the key ingredient in plankton learning how to do things, but...
Out you go.
if it has any influence, I should have learned it pretty well by now. And even if it doesn't, I've been doing it quite a lot. In total, regardless.
Done and done and done.
This is mean. Where's my fast forward button? Oh, that actually pauses the game. Darn it. Input and hotkeys. Do I not have a fast forward? Yes. Tab. There we go. Blam! Move faster. We're going at blazing 100 frames per second. It's not even 200% speed. Can we not really run this game faster? I know I bumped up the internal resolution a little bit, but still. We're over time. Come on. Rush. Go as fast as you can. And they wield that.
Help again.
They wield that saw pretty well for the size difference. Go, go, go.
Another one.
Beautiful. Yeah, now I can go fast. We're breaking 130 frames per second now. Wonderful. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, the next episode, when we hit another challenge, whatever that entails. Probably storing something again.
Your recipe.
Because you know that's how that works. And I'll look at our recipe too.
Mr. Krabs always says if people keep ordering it, raise the price.
And also, because we refuse to ever change our menu, we've mastered something else. Great. Bye, everyone.
Time for a big challenge.
Oh, hey, it's that guy.